Hey there, welcome to today's lesson of English Writing and Translation. Now I'm going to discuss on subject. What is subject actually? We know subject, but sometimes we found it difficult to identify subject, and when sometimes we write subject that may be structurally wrong in a sentence, so I'm going to discuss on it today. So what is a subject? Subject is anything that generally performs the action of a sentence. Subject usually performs the action of a sentence. It is actually a doer of a verb, of a finite verb. And subject is the word that generally comes before finite verb in a sentence or clause. Now you may ask a question, what is a clause? Now we are going to discuss it later on. We can identify subject by seeing the formation of a word or phrase. So this is the thing. Now subject, what can be a subject? Subject can be a noun, a pronoun, a noun phrase, a noun clause, and gerund. These are 5 things that generally can be a subject of a sentence. Okay, you may question to me that to give me some example of subjects. So now I'm going to tell you about that. Some switch example are here, like, if you look at these sentences, Jim is good. Here Jim is, is a name of a person, and this is a subject, and this is a noun. Here it is, and I put this word in this video so that you can easily get these things. Here Jim is good means Jim is a subject and he is good, and the second sentence, he is good, he is a pronoun. We all know that very easily. And the boy is good, it is a noun phrase. For the beginner it might be difficult to identify noun phrase, but I will discuss later on what can be a noun phrase. But in this sentence you just have to know that determiner plus noun. If there is a determiner and a noun, that is called a noun phrase. So if you just look at this structure, you may easily understand how a noun phrase can be made. Okay, so this is the thing. And here in number 4, what he says is good. Here what he says is a noun clause and also a subject. If you don't know what a clause is, you must say in a clause there is a subject and there is a finite verb after the subject. But a clause can be subject also and object also. In this sentence there is a is. It is a verb, it is the main verb of this sentence, and the subject is what he says. All right, you may probably know, if you're not a beginner but who reads a lot and who studied a little grammar, he may know the thing. Okay, and the next one is swimming is good. Here swimming is a gerund. The formation is verb plus ing. In verb plus ing, if verb plus ing follows the finite verb, here it is a finite verb. If verb plus ing follows the finite verb, then it is a gerund. It is called a gerund. So first of all, you need to identify the finite verb of a sentence to identify a noun. To identify a subject. So as I told here, the subject is the word that generally comes before finite verb of a sentence. If you find out the finite verb of a sentence, you can easily identify subject. I am marking the finite verb in blue color. This is finite verb. This is a finite verb of the sentence. Finite verb. These are finite verb. Here is all is are finite verb in the sentences. If you want to identify subject, you can you have to look at the finite verbs and the subject, always follows the finite verb in a sentence. Now we are going to analyze two different sentences that may also helps you to know the subject. Here, the coffee from Brazil is delicious. The coffee from Brazil is a subject, and here also the coffee produced in Brazil is delicious. The coffee from Brazil or the coffee produced in Brazil are almost the same meaning, and here it is the finite verb. Is the finite verb in blue color. These are the finite verb. Okay, and this is the subject. We are not talking about the coffee is delicious, but we are also talking about the coffee from Brazil. Here in this sentence, the coffee is delicious, but we are not talking about just a coffee. We are talking about the coffee from Brazil is delicious. We are also saying the coffee produced in Brazil is delicious. In this way, you can identify subject, and you must know the noun phrase. You must know the noun phrase is important. Noun phrase is important for identifying subject. In my next video, I'll try to show the importance of noun phrase and the importance of noun phrase as a subject. So till then, bye bye.